Well, greetings from Wisconsin once again, and right now I'm at the Burns Cemetery, which is just south of Bloomington here. And I think it's just east of B-Town as well. So we're just going to look at some stones here. Frederick Ernst died September 22nd, 1863 at 58 years old and 4 months. He was a Civil War veteran here. Edward Hutchcroft. Here's a War of 1812 soldier, 1792 to 1865. Corridor Day died May 1st of 1869, age 59 years old. Martha Suttle, born December 21st, 1858, died June 13th of 1870. Franklin P. Suttle, died in 1871. Neville Hobson Suttle, born March 21st, 1813 to August 15th, 1899. Yeah, there's a poem right there. Catherine, wife of John Brule, died July 8th of 1898 at 67 years old. John Brule died August 23rd, 1876 at 56 years old. So far, the earliest death I found was 1863, but there might be some earlier burials back there. We'll find out. Joseph Strummer, 1857 to 1943. John Strummer, March 25th of 1820 to April 10th, 1910. Barbara Barton, October 22nd, 1830 to April 5th, 1907. Adeline, 1867 to 1876. A little girl buried there. Died when she was only 9 years old. Here's an earlier burial here. Edward McDonnell, died December 3rd, 1861 at 54 years old. That stone is, I think that, like Philip or so, died April 13th, 1850. This is even more of an earlier burial. I don't know, it's 1851 it looks like. Not so sure. Catherine died October 10th, 1851 at 6 months old. I think Philip there, it says 4 months old there. Two little babies right there. Mary, daughter of M&A Burns, died October 14th, 1851. 7 years old. Yeah, there's some kids that are right here. Margaret, wife of John Burns, I think. Died in 1867 by the looks of it. Emma, daughter of M&A Burns, died November 25th of 1857. Thomas, son of T&A McKee, died September 4th, 1857. So yeah, we kind of got some 1850s around here. Some kids and that. Yeah, I think this is why this is called the Burns Cemetery, because I think the Burns are like the first ones to be buried here. And right back here are like the earlier burials. Exena, wife of Michael Burns, died October 28, 1859 at 47 years old. Michael Burns died September 28, 1873 at 85 years old. So yeah, we got some older burials back here. Mother and father, Ada and John Burns. Richard D. Burns, 1887-1918, killed in France. So he must have died in World War I or so. Etola M, 1885-1903. John O, 1883-1884. Susie J, 1882-1883. Walter F. Burns, 1878-1954. Letty Burns, 1879-1965. Yeah, here's a newer stone right here. Bob G. Weidman, July 13, 1921 to November 8, 2007. L. G. Ann, April 7th of 1921 to March 26, 2009. Judy, Jill, and Bill. It must be their kids and they're still alive yet. Now over here are the newer burials right here. Lujo V. Al Marto, March 11th, 1939 to February 1st, 2022. Tyler John Ethlin or so. September 13th, 1992 to May 15th, 2023. So yeah, we're getting into the newer burials over here. Kopp, Richard W. Kopp, March 2nd, 1933 to April 20th, 1999. His wife Darlene, she didn't pass away too long ago. May 5th of 1937 to September 29th of 2025, which was just last year. There's some older graves right over here too, and then there's some newer ones over here. John Duncan, born August 8th, 1842 to April 5th, 1902. Olive, wife of John Duncan, born March 17th, 1841, and they don't say when she died, but I doubt she's still alive. Who would live that long, really? You know, from 1841 to today. Who honestly would live that long? James M. Duncan, 1866 to 1917. Esther Duncan, died September 22nd, 1905 at 27 years old. Yeah, we're going to get back over here to more of the older graves. Frank A., son of William and H. McLean, died April 16th, 1883. Ida, died September 1st, 1869. Hattie, let's see, age 2 months old. 2 months, 1 day. And then Hattie died June 18th, 1874. Age 12 years and 23 days. So yeah, 2 months old, 12 years old. Oh yeah, and Frank, he was 19, it looks like. Helen, daughter of William and Helen McLean. Died September 1st, 1861. Looks like age 1 year and 2 months. Let's see if I can lift this stone up. Yeah, this stone doesn't say anything. This person died in 1887 at 82 years old. Magdala Wise died September 30th, 1899 at 100 years old, 3 months and 10 days. Wow. Just think, back then, you didn't think anybody could live that long. Dennis Blackburn, January 17, 1948 to February 27, 2015. Dennis Duncan, April 6, 1930, July 19, 2017. Lillian F. Reynolds, January 20, 1931 to August 28, 2025. It looks like Shirley Duncan just got buried here recently. 1934 to blank, but looks like she just got buried here recently, so she must have passed just recently. Norman T., her husband, 1931 to 1985. Elise Duncan, 1904-1993. Jeff L., 1898-1971. Gerald Main, September 17th, 1930 to January 6, 2017. Iona Sis Duncan, July 24th, 1933 to January 29th of 2017. Lila P. Duncan, 1908-1996. James P., 1907 to James M., I should say, 1907 to 1998. Leroy and Merle Jamison. Leroy, 1903 to 1977. Merle, 1913 to 2008. David E. Jamison, April 13, 1942 to December 31st, 1989. David L., February 26, 1974 to June 18, 2012. Leroy F., December 7th, 1938 to June 7th of 2004. Charles W. Jamison, February 23rd, 1947 to December 20th of 2021. Henry Seipel, March 4th, 1935 to February 4th, 2005. Vernetta, she's still alive yet. And there's a Vietnam War plaque for David E. Jamison. Well, that does it for all the graves of the cemetery here. Anyway, right over in there are the older tombstones, and then over in here are basically the newer tombstones. So anyway, this is my video here of the Burns Cemetery, south of Bloomington. And I think it's like northeast of B-Town as well. So anyway, sign off for now.